Consistent, having a structured program, letting them see what their progress is at the end of every week, and not guessing. If you know the numbers and you know what you're supposed to do at the end of the week, you know if you're either regressing or you're progressing. And so, thankfully enough, Jerry has given us that kind of resource to allow me to bring the best people that I know to sit there and cultivate this kid through these divisions.
One last question before we let you go. Alex, what can fans expect from Kenneth LLOVER against a grizzled veteran, former two-time world champion, Luis Concepcion tonight?
Well, as I told Kenneth, the things with these kind of fighters, these older fighters, they got a ton of experience. And when they have 2 years of layoff, we don't know what they did. We're not privy to what's going on in camp. But sometimes these guys come into shape. They come in, they know this is their last time. I expect him to come out hot and heavy. Luis come against Kenneth because he's young, he's inexperienced. So I think he's going to bring it all in the first 3 rounds. I think it's going to be fireworks right from the get.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Alex Arisa, our international global boxing and fitness trainer. We hope to see more of you, Alex, in more of the fights. We will have the fights ready for you when we return.
This program is brought to you by
Madam, did you hear that?
The what? There's something about the Winford experience? I want to find out! Welcome to Winford Resort and Casino, Manila.
Every spin, every roll, every moment, someone wins. It's not just about the wins, it's how we make you feel. Come and create your winning moment.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome!
This program is brought to you by
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are moments away from the start of our first bout here today, and as Kenito mentioned, it's a 4-rounder, and this is the dramatis personae, Balisacan going up against Bangkiao.
Yes. Some of the interesting facts and figures of this fight, you see that on your screens. And as we mentioned earlier, they are 2 former MMA fighters, both
Let's try that again. Say something.
here we are, our tail of the tape.
Yeah.
It's Balikat.
Now, do you hear me? Okay, we're good. Now, can you please try something? Yeah, hinaan natin. Galawin mo. Parang, ayan, okay.
Okay, we'll talk about this
Yeah,
upcoming
go ahead,
fight.
please. Go ahead, please.
This is a 4-rounder in the super featherweight division, and we've got the facts and figures now on your screens. And let's turn you over now to our ring announcer, Mark Lontayo, Silver Voice.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mano a Mano Philippines versus Panama, presented to us by Jerry Peñalosas, Jerry Pence Promotions, and Camina Promotions, sponsored by Winford Resort and Casino, One Sports, Playtime, Dialmed, Blackwater, Dialysis Center, Filipinas Live, title holder, and we are also live in Japan via Travel TV. Ladies and gentlemen, this first bout is 4 rounds under the 130-pound weight category. Let us welcome the fighters here inside the ring. First, the fighter from the blue corner representing RB Boxing Stable of Malasaki, Pangasinan, introducing Raymond Pacquiao. Call on his opponent, the fighter from the red corner, representing ex-con Tiger City Boxing Gym of Mandaluyong City, introducing Israel Balisakan. Ladies and gentlemen, this first bout presented to us by Defense Promotions and Camina Promotions is sanctioned by the Games and Amusements Board, Chairman, Attorney Francisco J. Rivera, Commissioners Angel Bautista and Attorney Manuel S. Plaza III, Chief of Pro Boxing and other contact sports, Mr. Rodil Manao. Our ring physician, Dr. Noel Nathaniel Napa. Timekeeper for this bout, Mr. Romulo Santiago and Estela Igasan. Ladies and gentlemen, the 3 judges at ringside scoring this contest in the 10-point boss system will be Carlo Baluyo, Elmer Costillas, and Danilo Lopez. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, ladies and gentlemen, referee Virgilio Garcia. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner wearing black with yellow, official weight 131.9 pounds. This is his professional debut, proudly representing RB Boxing Stable of Malasaki, Pangasinan. Ladies and gentlemen, Raymond Pacquiao. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner wearing black with yellow and red, official weight 130.4 pounds. This is also his professional debut, representing ex-con Tiger City Boxing Gym of Mandaluyong City. Ladies and gentlemen, Israel Balisakan. Once again, the instructions are certainly
Israel. Raymond, Israel. 4 rounds, laban nyo ha. May instruction na ako sa inyo. Alam nyo na lahat ang pinagbawal. Okay, good luck sa inyong dalawa.
And we are just about ready to put the boxers into action. Israel Balisacan is in the gray trunks, while the one with stripes will be Raymond Banquiao. I like your point about the fact that they are former MMA fighters, and let's see how that affects them in the course of the fight.
Well, first of all, let's check out the fighting styles of both these fighters. Balisacan, he's the boy with the red shoes. He's fighting the orthodox style, leading off with the left jab, keeping his right tucked in, ready to strike. And then you've got Banquiao, who is a southpaw, leading off with his right hand and taking a shot, a right hand coming from Balisacan.
Buti na uso mga play. The good thing that fighters, I keep speaking in Tagalog, I'm so sorry. But the fighters, it's nice that their names are now on their trunks, Kinito.
That's right.
It really helps us in our coverage.
And many times as well, they have their monikers
that's
on
true.
their waistbands and in the back of their trunks. Sometimes they even put names of sponsors. But I don't think that's generally allowed anymore.
Yeah. Too many, perhaps, for some fighters. We are down to 1:50 here in round number 1. Some body shots being unleashed now by Raymond Banquiao.
And Banquiao, a little more aggressive here than Balisacan. Firing off with that right jab out of that southpaw stance. Now Balisacan going over to the middle of the ring and then getting tagged here by
Banquiao.
Banquiao, yes.
Banquiao looks like he's a good fighter that switches from the top and goes to the bottom, Kinito. He can go to the body and has done so many times during the course of this first
A nice
round.
combination as well from Banquiao, connecting with that left and then the right uppercut.
And he gets tagged this time as Balisacan tries to retaliate, but sneaky left hand by Banquiao is
That's
at
a
work.
left hand. Now, you also notice that both these fighters, because of their MMA backgrounds, they're not too keen on putting up their fists. So defense is a little bit porous here, and Banquiao connecting with big shots to the head.
And maybe that's to our delight, because they'll throw punches at each other. But, you know, let's see how far they will go with 39 seconds remaining in the first round.
Balisacan connecting with a big right hand to the face.
Yes, indeed. And Banquiao looks like he was stunned by that.
He was definitely stunned. Banquiao also looking to attack the body here of Balisacan, but here we go.
They're just throwing everything, and with 20 seconds to go, just throwing big punches. Missed by Balisacan.
And this is very typical of MMA fighters. They just go all out. It's all offense, very little defense, but they're throwing everything they've got.
And some energy problems now for Balisacan. He's breathing through the mouth, Kinito.
And Balisacan is moving away from
that is clearly
Banquiao at the end of the first round.
And we are done with round number 1 of this 4-round.
Well, certainly an action-packed first round of this fight. We take a look at some action here from that round, and a big left hand and a right coming there from Balisacan. Now remember, Banquiao, he's the boy with those lime green stripes on his trunks. Excellent exchange of punches that time.
And we are in the corner right now of Balisacan.
One thing I noticed in that first round, certainly Banquiao was the more aggressive fighter, but Balisacan is a very good counter-puncher.
That's a good point, huh?
So coming in was Banquiao, but Balisacan standing his ground and also throwing his counters very accurately on the on-rushing Banquiao. This is certainly a good appetizer. And we've got 4 fights lined up for you. This is the first of 4.
Actually, there were scheduled 5, but one had to be canceled because of some weight problems. But we're happy with the card that we have as we proceed with this battle featuring Israel Balisacan